When we add and subtract fractions, we need to make sure that they have the same denominator. Right now, 3 and 6 do not have the same denominator. I'm going to list out my least common multiples to see what the least common denominator is between 3 and 6. I know that 3 times 1 gives me 3, 3 times 2 gives me 6, 9, 12, 15, and so on. And then I have 6 times 1, which is 6, 12, 18, 24, 30, and so on. And then I just look at my lists and I see what is the smallest number they both have in common. The smallest number they both have in common is 6. So how do we get from 3 to 6? We multiply times 2. So I'm going to take my denominator of 3 and I'll multiply that times 2, which means I'll take my numerator of 1 and I'll also multiply that times 2. So now I have 2 over 6, and then my other denominator is already 6, so I don't have to do anything to that, plus 5 over 6. 2 plus 2 gives us 7, and then I keep the denominator of 6. To turn this into a mixed number, I would divide, so I would do 7 divided by 6. 6 goes into 7 once, 1 times 6 is 6, subtract, and that gives us 1. Bless you. This right here is going to be my whole number. This right here is my numerator. And then this right here is my denominator. When I add or subtract fractions, I have to make sure I have a least common denominator. So I'm going to take 5 and 7 and list out their multiples. 5 times 1 is 5, 5 times 2 is 10, times 3 is 15, times 4 is 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. Then we have 7, 14, 21, 28, 35. I'm going to stop here because I know I have a 35 and I have a 35 here. So how did we get from 5 to 35? We multiplied times 7. So to this 5 right here, I'll multiply times 7. And to this 4 right here, I also need to multiply times 7. So I'll have 4 times 7, which gives us 28, over 5 times 7, which gives us 35. Plus, for my 7, to get from 7 to 35, I multiply times 5. So to my 7, I would multiply times 5, and I would multiply my 3 times 5. And that would give me 15 over 35. Now we add our numerators, and we keep our denominators the same. So I have 28 plus 15, which gives me 43. So that's 43 over 35. This is an improper fraction, so now I'll divide it. 35 doesn't go into 4, but it does go into 43 one time. 1 times 35 is 35, subtract. And that gives us 8. So my whole number is 1. My numerator is 8. And my denominator is 35. When I add or subtract fractions, I have to have the same denominator. So I'll go over here off to the side and I'll list off the common denominators of 8 and 6. 8 times 1 is 8, 16, 24, 32, 40, 48. Then we have 6, 12, 18, 24, and I'm going to stop right there because I see 24 and 24. How do we go from 8 to 24? Times 3. So to this 3 right here, to this 8 right here, I do times 3, which means to the 3 I have to do times 3. 3 times 3 gives me 9, and then 8 times 3 gives me 24. Plus, to get from 6 to 24, I have to do times 4. So I have 5 times 4, which gives me 20, and then 6 times 4, which gives me 24. We add our numerators. 9 plus 20 gives me 29, and then we keep our denominator the same, so that's 24. This is an improper fraction, so I divide to turn it back into a mixed number. So I have 29 divided by 24. 24 does not go into 2, but it does go into 29 once. 1 times 24 is 24, subtraction, that gives me 5. My whole number is 1. My numerator is 5. And my denominator is 24.